We're watching this site this morning, the view from a balcony across from part of the condo building in Surfside, Florida, that did not collapse. Just an incredible scene. That's in the foreground, and then in the background, you see the rubble. And there, search and rescue crews continue to do that painstaking work. They continue to call this a rescue mission. They continue to search through for the 150 people still missing. But yesterday, they recovered 2 more bodies, which means the confirmed number of dead is now 11. More than 100 people gathered last night for a vigil on the beach near the site. No survivors have been pulled from the wreckage since the first hours after the collapse early Thursday. As I mentioned, 150 people are still missing, including 4 Canadians from 3 families. Katie Simpson is part of our news team on the ground in Surfside, and she was speaking yesterday with a Canadian trauma surgeon who works in Miami and who's part of the medical team standing by to help any survivors. His name is Dr. Howard Lieberman, and he says his friends have loved ones who were in the building that collapsed, and he was there when families of the missing visited the site.
As a trauma surgeon, I'm all about urgency. I'm all about seconds, minutes, doing an intervention, hopefully saving someone's life. And here I am, been here since Thursday afternoon, and I have to just watch. And my skills aren't being, used really in the way that I want to use them. So it is frustrating. It's not due to anyone's inactions or lack of ridiculous amounts of hard work, because everyone's working really hard. This is just the nature of this incident. This is the nature of the devastation that happened to that building. And we're working nonstop. I mean, day, night, around the clock, 24 hours a day. Rare occasions for really bad weather, we have to stop, the search effort. But as soon as it clears, we're right back on top of it.
Were you here when the families came yesterday?
Yeah, I was. It was tough. It's still tough to talk about it. Probably the most devastatingly difficult emotional day I've experienced in my life, and I've been a trauma surgeon for a little over 11 years now. It really touches home. You see people screaming out for their loved ones. It was difficult. But again, that just makes us more determined, makes us, just keep on going at it even that much harder.
Canadian Dr. Howard Lieberman, he's at Miami's Jackson Memorial Hospital. Very powerful conversation with our Katie Simpson, as you say. It makes us more determined, the people there who are working in that rubble, trying to get to any survivors. CNN reporter Daryl Forges is in Surfside, very close to that scene for us this morning. Daryl, it is day 6 of the painstaking work in that enormous mass of wreckage. Where do things stand this morning?
Yeah, that's right, Heather. Good morning to you. And while you were sleeping, those workers were continuing to work around the clock, trying to find some sign of life in that rubble. As you can imagine, these crews are dealing with several challenges. Right now, it's been raining on and off. We're looking at thunderstorms throughout the day today and really for the rest of the week here in Surfside. Now, crews say that it has been a slow and methodical process when it comes to recovering the bodies. But as of right now, they say they are still making progress. At last check, we are still at 11 people confirmed dead and 150 still unaccounted for. And right now, family members still are demanding answers, even though they're praying and hoping that their family members are somehow alive. Now, at this point, we do know that crews are dealing with a lot of other challenges besides the weather. Just yesterday, Heather, we did see a crew member who was on the top of the rubble actually fall about 25 feet down. Luckily, he is okay, but there's a lot of other dangers involved as well. According to the Florida fire marshal, he says that this is the largest search and rescue mission in the state of Florida that is not a hurricane that they've ever had. So this shows you a picture of how big and how massive this undertaking is. Now, they're not alone. This is an international effort. We have members from the Israeli search and rescue as well as the Mexican search and rescue here as well, with all hands on deck, hoping and praying for a miracle and that somebody in that rubble is alive, Heather.
Daryl, thank you so much. As always, CNN reporter Daryl Forges, who is live there in Surfside, Florida, for us this morning as well.